Hi friends, I am back with a video. I have missed doing long form messages so much. I caught myself in a loop of trying to appease the algorithm on TikTok and Instagram, and I just need to get back to my roots of sitting and yapping and talking at you and talking with you and connecting our energy very intentionally and taking my time with things. So I'm very excited to be back on YouTube where I feel free to do that and we can slow the pace down a little bit and just be together and not just be scrolling and constantly swiping and moving on to the next thing every 2.5 seconds. So if you are into that, you're in the right place. I'm so excited to be here to read for you. I have really appreciated all the love and support that I've gotten ever since starting this journey. It's been almost a year since I started my YouTube channel, but since I started doing this online and really just bringing my what I am studying into my social media and sharing that more with the community and just being outspoken and not apologizing for it or feeling ashamed or anything like that. I just really appreciate it. And if you are here, chances are you are one of those people who welcomed me and welcomed my practice into your life and into your energy. So I just want to say thanks. That's really nice of you, and that I love you so much. So I wasn't really sure of exactly what I wanted this message to be. It literally just came forward where my higher self and my guides informed me that I would be sitting down, that I would be getting all of my tools out and sitting in this seat in my dining room right now. So that's what I did. I just sort of went with it. I didn't ask too many questions. I just said, okay. Oh, and a little bird just landed on my tomato plant outside. A lot of animals have been coming up for me lately. I don't know if you've also been seeing the wildlife in your area. Oh, two birds. I just love it when they come visit. This is what I do all the time. I'm just watching my plants and watching the garden and the season change. So I guess that's what we can make the reading about today. I was thinking of doing also sign specific readings. So let me know if there's interest in that. I love doing a collective thing just for all of us who are in the collective together, but I feel like getting in specifically with signs could be a really fun and interesting way to get the messages and also to study and to learn, because I am doing a lot of work around astrology, and as if you followed me for a while, you know that I talk about it a lot in my readings, and I use it a lot in my readings as well. So if you ever have questions about anything or insights, I would love to talk astrology with you all. So maybe we can do an astrology series on here where we can just sit and talk, about what we're learning right now and what I'm learning, and any cool little things that we learn. I love that we can do that on the internet. It's so cool that we have this tool where we can just connect, and I can talk to you and you can talk to me, and we're across the world from each other sometimes. So anyway, I feel like it's time to get into the message. So I'm just sort of gathering my energy here and getting our intentions. If you would like to invite your guides in, please do so. I really love feeling the presence of my guides and my benevolent ancestors when I am doing this work, doing any energy work. And just taking a moment to breathe and settle into the energy. Invite your higher self into this space. So, I've been shuffling these cards while we were talking, and sometimes it's just like a stim sort of response, or it's automatic in some way to just be cleansing the cards and shuffling the cards and sort of waking them up for the reading. And I do a shuffle when I'm ready to tell the cards, like, we're preparing to get a message for the collective or for myself, whatever I'm reading for. I'm gonna go in and see what we get first here for the theme of the reading. I'm already getting like rediscovery. We have longevity, we have wisdom, and protection. Wow. Aries, Scorpio, Leo, 2 fire signs and a water sign. We have numbers 22, 9, 39. Transition. With Cancer. Number 11. Wisdom, protection, and longevity. I feel like, first of all, I want to say that your spirit guides and your spirit team are very strong around you. Like, their presence is very strong and they're felt strongly. So you could have moments where you just literally feel your guides around you. It could be a physical sensation, but I'm hearing like it also is just sort of just like a knowing. It could be just like up here where you're feeling that as well. But you could feel it in your body with like tingles or getting a sudden heat wave through a part of your body. Oh, I just got the most lovely image of somebody's hand being placed like very lovingly on your shoulders, and that being very warm and healing. That's like your guides literally like putting their hands on you to heal you. So if you do feel that and it makes you uncomfortable, you can tell them not to do that, but like they are supporting you with their healing hands. So that's just like a wonderful image that came up. And if you do work with your guides and speak to them, you can thank them and say, I love you too. And I'm sure they would appreciate hearing that from you. But that's really amazing. So you have a lot of protection. And your guides are very wise. I feel like whoever I'm connecting to, like you have something in your bloodline I'm hearing that's very particularly powerful, particularly magical. Look at this with the bay leaf and those tomes there. I'm looking at the tomes. Oh, yeah. Heard knocking. It's like knocking on the door. Wisdom is knocking at your door, maybe. I saw the Emperor here. There's some very wise elder also that could be coming into your energy field. Doesn't have to be like a family member or even a person like that's alive right now. But there's just a very wise energy, a grandparent. If you have a grandparent that's a Leo, yeah, that's coming through. We have protection. We also have longevity. This has been in the works. Like your ancestors have been, I'm hearing like they've been waiting to protect you. They've been waiting to work with you. Like my candle is sizzling over here. Yeah. They were waiting for you. So inviting in your guides could be very beneficial right now, and you could feel that presence very strongly, especially after this full moon that we had. I just had this like smoke rise from the candle here. Wow, that's really amazing. I have like such a warm feeling. It's they're here to guide you through this transition. Mm-hmm. They're here to guide you. So maybe lighting a candle for your guides so that they know, like make it this could be a practice that you do. Light a candle that's specifically for your spirit team to come into your space. Like invite them into whatever altar that you're creating. If you do altar work or candle magic or anything, you can put runes in the candle. You can write the names of specific, I'm hearing like specific ancestors. If you have one and you know their name, you can put it onto the candle and burn that and invite them into your space. If that feels like something that calls to you. That's a really interesting practice. I might give that one a try too, because I have an ancestor with my same name even, and I feel like I see and hear from her a lot in my meditations, but I would love to kind of ground that into a physical altar. So yeah, just like I know with we had just had Dia de los Muertos, and we had Samhain, and we had this full moon, and so that energy is very potent and available. So if you feel called to invite those ancestors in, please do that. They are waiting. They've been waiting to support you. I love it. I love it. Scorpio, Aries, Leo, and Cancer, and everyone. I mean, I'm also seeing Pisces, and yeah, there's a lot going on. Wow. I love that opening message. I've been shuffling the tarot here, so what do I want to ask the tarot here? Spirit for collective. What are thanks. Judgment. I was literally gonna say, what are your guides helping you with now? Judgment. You're awakening. You're awakening. They're helping you through this transition as well of I'm just seeing, like, when you're walking and it's really dark and it's like the sun went down and you're walking home and you walk inside your house and you turn on the light when you get home and it's so bright because you were just outside and it's dark. Like, that's the energy that it is. We're in that moment. Six of Wands. Protection there with Six of Wands. Honking confirmation there. Your protection is activated, I want to say. And your whatever protection magic that you've done also is successful and effective. But this energy of walking into a dark, like from a dark room into like a lighted space, a lit up space, a lighted space. Magician. Longevity. Yeah, you have magic in your blood. Yeah, is what I want to say. Like, you could be from a line of magical folks. You could be the first in a line of magical people. Like, you could be the first witch in your family who's owned that. You know what I mean? Page of Wands. Yeah, you're like the child of spirit, is what I want to say. Like, you radiate spirit out of you when you speak to people. You deliver timely messages, is also what I want to say there. I love it. Temperance. Yeah. You have this angelic quality about you. And I feel like you're a bit of a mystery as well, because Scorpio is coming up here. You're a bit of a double entendre for some folks. It gives you sort of this mysterious sort of quality. Chrysanthemum. You could have felt very isolated as well. Yeah, I'm gonna 5 of Cups. this is what it sort of feels like when you feel like you're so different from everyone else. Like you literally have nobody who's like your like caliber or like at your benchmark emotionally or mentally, like there's, or physically even, like with your surroundings. Like it always feels like you stick out like a sore thumb. You could have a lot of Aquarius in your chart. Stick out like a sore thumb. Spirit's saying you were supposed to stick out like a sore thumb. Yeah. That it sets you apart. It sets you apart on purpose. And that's not a bad thing. That's not something for you to have to feel insecure about. I love that. Okay, Spirit. We have this transition. Can we get a card out for what this transition is? Do we want to use this? Yeah, let's get a tarot out for the transition. What are we transitioning? I mean, everything's sort of just like amping up. The energy is amping up. We are unbinding ourselves from our old stories, dude. Like, that's the transition. It's like before I set myself free and after I set myself free. That's the energy. And my candle is just like right here. Spirit, that's what your guides are helping you transition through. It's like you're awakening, first of all, with this wisdom here. This isn't like just knowing like what time it is. Like, you know what I mean? This wisdom isn't just like knowing how to, I'm hearing like how to keep your schedule. Some of you could like have a schedule to keep that you feel very attached to. But this is like a deeper wisdom. This is like esoteric wisdom. This is soul coding wisdom. I wish you could see the candle. It's like literally just like it's awakening your soul. It's awakening this like it's awakening. It's awakening your passion. It's awakening your drive. It's awakening your true self, your higher wisdom, the part of you that's connected to spirit and source and all things, the interconnectedness of all things, the connection to the collective, to your neighbors, to the people around you, to love, to the heartbeat of the world, to the heartbeat of the earth and the heartbeat of the universe. The Chariot. Yeah. We're moving away from that. We're transitioning with Cancer energy, with the moon. With the energy of the moon, we're transitioning. Yep, and the Tower. Yeah. That's why they're here to help. Because for a lot of the collective, if they're not aware of this, okay, you guys, if you're here watching me right now, me and you, we know about this energy. We're literally talking about it right now. And we're sort of becoming aware on purpose of this energy. But I invite you to consider there are people who aren't necessarily getting the heads up in this way. Because, and that's not, you know, their fault necessarily. Sometimes it is, I guess, but like, that's another conversation. There are people who aren't getting a heads up on these moments that are about to happen and this transition that's happening. Do you know what I mean? We are, because we tuned in and we're asking and we're getting clarification and we're being conscious of that energy and how we're going to respond and preparing ourselves and knowing that this will happen to an extent, not knowing what will happen, but feeling into the feelings of when it does, what will happen to us. And we have this sort of time a little bit to look forward to that and see how it unfolds for us and what we can make of it. Now imagine you're in this same exact scenario, but you don't necessarily have a heads up. It doesn't mean that you can't still navigate it gracefully, and there are people who still, you know, thrive in that way, but There are some who are rigidly attached to like outdated beliefs in themselves, or they reject anything that's different from what they were told, and so they don't get the same flavor of the experience. And again, it's not like a judgment or a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, that exists, and people will be unprepared for this, is what I'm getting at. So what can we say about those people? Because I feel like if you're watching this, you also do know people who might not be willing to understand Nine of Cups. Like, yeah, Page of Cups. I was like, wait. They're feeling like they have they're missing one thing. That's what it feels like. Like, they could almost have everything that they, on the external world, on this physical plane, have dreamed of wanting. But there's this emptiness. There's this feeling of disconnectedness from the soul that they're feeling. And they don't know what that is because they haven't accepted the energy of their soul, and they haven't accepted the energy of their own individual power. Yeah, these are those who are disconnected from their power and their emotions as well. Maybe not disconnected from their emotions, but they reject their emotions and they don't feel them, and they push their emotions onto other people. These are people who don't allow their emotions to move through their body and move out of them. They keep them in, or they throw them at people. They say, I don't want to feel this. You take it. So this could be happening around you as well. So just being aware of that. Putting up energetic boundaries, especially if you are a big feeler and you empathize and you can feel other people's feelings. Making sure, like, maybe making a mantra for yourself, like, before you go out, or like before you get out of the car to go into the, baby shower or friend's birthday party, and just say, I do not take on anyone else's emotions. I will not feel everyone's emotions. I will experience my experience and their experience, and only take with me what I need for my highest good. Does that make sense? Okay. That's sort of specific, but I know that that's a thing that's happening right now. So, big transitions, big things. You're very protected though, and I feel as though if you would like to extend this energy to, like, your friends and family, like, you can do that in your mind. Like, you can ask your guides to protect others. That is how strong your connection with them is. So praying for your friends, praying over the energy of, like, safety and well-being for others, like, is very effective. And creating a mantra where you're just, like, really protecting your own energy and not, like, taking on everybody else's emotions, will be very helpful. So, yeah, wow. Okay, we're gonna get one last card of just, like, an overall, like, advice card, I guess, Spirit, is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do advice, or we're gonna, yeah. Okay. We have 2 cards. Enter the conversation and seek the angel perspective. Wow. I'll show you the cards. Enter the conversation, number 1. This card is about really communicating with the universe, really communicating with Source, remembering that we're all made of the same thing, tapping into your energetic connection with nature, Mother Earth. Yeah. This is advice just in general as well. We have seek the angel perspective. I feel called to read this one out of the book, actually. So let's see what the dream song has to say. Seek the angel perspective, number 18. Here you go. It's time for the expansive view. Fly up high away from the minutia of life. Being grounded is essential, but sometimes we need an angel's eye view of our life to get a better perspective. When you cling to a familiar environment, your perspective, maybe you are very perceptive, can shrink. Ideas, plans, and ambitions can suffer as a result. This is also true of your belief system. When life feels too cramped, whether by restrictive thoughts or situations, you must change your view. Think of yourself as winged, able to fly above your life, looking down on your choices and decisions. Is your vision small? Are your plans meager? Are you breathing only a little and calling it a life? Use your meditation space. Climb up to 10,000 feet. Take in the expanse of your life. Decide your next move based on that vantage point. Yeah. It's giving like observe the observer, right? If we're so caught in the ego mind and so much in our physical body even that we are starting to feel like, I'm saying, just like in a little ant farm. We just feel like a little ant farm and there's just walls around us and we can never escape. So there's something about really looking at things like how she's looking in the card here. Flying over with your higher self sort of up in the ether. The mundane world is so small from up there. I'm not saying this like to do escapism instead of face your responsibilities. That's not what the card is saying. The card wants to remind you that there are multiple experiences happening at once, not just your life, not just your everyday minutia. There's a bigger picture. There's a grander scheme. And you're part of that, which is why you can enter the conversation. It's your birthright. It's your birthright to enter the conversation. Be part of the energetic exchange and be part of the transition that's happening in the collective now. I love it. I love it. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave this message here. Let me know how you feel about it. And I love you so much. And thank you for being here. Stay tuned for more messages and astrology messages for sign-specific readings. They're coming. But yeah, please let me know if this resonated with you. And I hope that you're having an amazing week.